Time flows like a river. In that river, the Chola dynasty once surged, creating a vast empire. Great Emperor Rajaraja Chola and his son, Rajendra Chola, with their brave army and mighty navy, transformed the Bay of Bengal into a Chola lake. Their architectural marvels, such as the Tanjavur Big Temple and Gangaikonda Cholapuram, stand tall even today as testaments to their grandeur. However, every empire has a sunset. In the late 12th and early 13th centuries, the Chola Empire slowly began to lose its brilliance. Rivalries among minor chieftains, internal conflicts, political instability, and a decline in trade were among the many factors that weakened this once world-ruling empire. It was in such a critical period in 1216 AD that Rajaraja III, son of Kopperunchinga Chola III, ascended the throne. His reign marked the end of a golden age and the beginning of new, great challenges. Rajaraja III was a descendant of the Chola dynasty, the son of Kopperunchinga Chola III. His chief queen was Brihadeeswarar. Historical records indicate that they had 4 children. The eldest among them was Rajendra Chola III, who was seen as the last hope of the Chola Empire. Along with him, they had 3 daughters. When Rajaraja III ascended the throne, his administration was like a turbulent sea. Internal disputes on one side, rebellions by minor chieftains on the other. Although a council of ministers existed, its strength was questionable. King Rajaraja had to strive greatly to uphold his ancestral glory and protect the land ruled by his predecessors. Despite being a king, every step he took had to be with utmost caution. The reign of Rajaraja Chola III was a dark chapter in the history of the Chola Empire. This is not just a story of wars, but a direct example of how a great empire gradually loses its strength and declines. Threats came to the Chola Empire from 3 directions: the Pandyas in the south, the Kakatiyas in the north, and the Hoysalas in the west. Rise of the Pandyas and Maravarman Sundara Pandyan I. The Pandyas expertly exploited the weakness of the Chola Empire. A powerful king, Maravarman Sundara Pandyan I, emerged as a major threat to the Cholas. Soon after Rajaraja III ascended the throne, the Pandyas invaded the Chola country. Of great significance in this conflict was the Battle of Tellaru, which took place in 1219 and 1220 AD. In that battlefield, the forces of Rajaraja III were defeated, unable to withstand the great might of the Pandyas. This defeat was a great humiliation for the Chola Empire. Sundara Pandyan completely destroyed the Chola capital. Beautiful forts were demolished, and the capital was set ablaze. It was for this reason that he was called Sundara Pandyan, who set fire to the Chola country. This historical event had a significant impact on the Chola Empire. Ultimately, Rajaraja III was forced to pay tribute to the Pandyas, a great humiliation. This was a severe blow to the sovereignty of the Chola Empire. After this event, the weakness of the Chola Empire became evident to the world. Even the minor chieftains who had shown their loyalty began to demand independence. Rajaraja's imprisonment by Kopperunchinga. While the Chola kingdom was weakened by the Pandya dominance, Kadava Pallava king Kopperunchinga I declared his independence and rebelled against the Cholas. He suddenly invaded the Chola country and captured Rajaraja III near Perumal Temple, Chengalpattu district. This was another major blow to the Cholas. The news of the king's imprisonment spread throughout the empire, increasing confusion. Hoysala intervention and dominance. Upon hearing the news of Rajaraja's imprisonment, the Hoysala king Veera Narasimhan immediately came to the aid of the Cholas. This was not an act of friendship, but a political maneuver. The Hoysalas made this decision to prevent the Chola Empire from falling completely into the hands of the Pandyas or minor chieftains like Kopperunchinga, thereby increasing their own influence. Veera Narasimhan came with his army, defeated Kopperunchinga, liberated Rajaraja from prison, and reinstated him on the throne. However, this assistance did not come without a price. As a result, the Chola country came under the direct control of the Hoysalas. The Hoysalas interfered in Chola politics and had a say in who would ascend the Chola throne. This further diminished the independence of the Chola Empire. Rajaraja III was reduced to acting like a puppet king. Conflict with the Kakatiyas. While such crises prevailed in the south, in the north, the Kakatiya king Ganapadadeva began to expand his empire. He occupied the northern parts of the Chola country. Rajaraja III made several attempts to recover his lost territories. Small-scale battles were fought and envoys were sent. However, due to the Hoysala intervention and the Pandya threat, the Chola armies struggled to fight with full strength. As a result, control over the northern parts of the country significantly diminished. Besides these, other minor chieftains also declared their independence and rebelled against the Cholas. Rajaraja also had to face these internal oppositions, public welfare projects and artistic works. Even during a period of war and political turmoil, Rajaraja III, as a king, did not forget his duties to his people. Some notable public welfare projects were implemented during his reign. Irrigation facilities. He understood that improving agriculture was essential for an empire's economy. Rajaraja III ordered the digging of new canals and the renovation of existing old canals. Such efforts would have boosted agricultural production. Trade promotion. Some tax concessions were offered to encourage merchants. This helped keep commercial activities alive. Rajaraja tried to preserve the long-standing Chola trade tradition. Education and art development. Even during wartime, importance was given to education and art. Financial aid was provided to educational institutions, Vedic schools, monasteries, and temples. While there is less direct evidence of significant literary works from his period, such support helped the continuous development of art and knowledge. Although no new major temples were built during his reign, many existing temples were renovated. This indicates his devotion to religion and arts. Despite the great wars and political crises during Rajaraja III's reign, the Chola art and architecture tradition did not completely cease. Although he did not build new grand temples like his predecessors, he carried out many renovations to already famous temples. Srirangam Ranganathaswamy Temple. Rajaraja III carried out many renovations at the Srirangam Ranganathaswamy Temple, a prominent Vaishnava pilgrimage site. Many of the temple's gopurams, mandapams, and sculptures are believed to have been renovated during his time. Many inscriptions here also speak of his renovation work. Lands and funds were granted for the maintenance of this temple. Kumbakonam Chakrapani Swami Temple. Some sculptures and architectural features found in the Chakrapani Swami Temple in Kumbakonam are considered by archaeologists to belong to the period of Rajaraja III. This shows his interest in temple renovation work. Reflecting the style of later Chola art and architecture, many small temples, mandapams, sculptures, and paintings may have been created during his reign. These confirm the continuity of the Chola tradition. Titles. Every Chola king adopted a title for himself. Although direct information about the titles adopted by Rajaraja III is limited, some of his special titles are mentioned in his inscriptions. These were strategies used by kings to assert their authority. Tribhuvana Chakravarti. This title, meaning Emperor of the Three Worlds, was bestowed upon him. This was a traditional title of Chola kings. Although the Chola Empire had shrunk during his reign, this title signifies his traditional authority and the glory of the Chola dynasty. This title was often a common name given to a king upon ascending the throne. Kanaran Maykandan, this title meaning I, the king, or the king himself, was used. This was a common title used by Chola kings when issuing their decrees or grants. It continued during his reign and emphasized the king's authority. These titles show that even in difficult circumstances, the Chola kings tried to maintain their traditional glory and authority. Rajaraja Chola III was a king who ascended the throne during a complex period. Had he been a great military commander and statesman, he might have been able to delay the decline of the Chola Empire. However, the historical circumstances and the rise of other kingdoms were not favorable to him. Time defeated him. After Rajaraja III, his son, Rajendra Chola III, from 1246 to 1279 AD ruled. He made great efforts to erase the humiliations of his father's time. He fought against the Pandyas and tried to uphold the glory of the Chola Empire for some time. However, the weaknesses that arose during Rajaraja III's time made it impossible to change the ultimate fate of the Chola Empire. We will explore the last chapter of the Chola Empire in our next journey. To learn about the Chola kings in sequence, please refer to our playlist. Thank you.